Hello, my beautiful Capricorns. Welcome to your mid-monthly reading. Let's just take a deep breath for a moment, relax, and explore what's coming your way. We're going to start with your coffee cup, then we're going to move on to your tarot cards. Let's see what's happening in here. I see some tears of joy actually opening up a new path for you. This can be happening before and after. You might receive some good news that will lead you to another outside resource, a pathway. Or this can be the pathway opening actually going to give you the pleasure. This is a very light energy, so it's not something maybe you have been working on for a while. This can be something coming gently and lightly into your life. And this is outside of your comfort zone. So this can be an area that you wanted to explore. When we look at the inside, I see that some dark energies are settled in. This is because maybe you have been in the same spot for a while now. Maybe you are trying to get out of a situation. Or maybe you have been doing the same thing for a long time. This can actually accumulate a stagnant energy. And maybe that's why you might have your creativity blocked a little bit. In order to flow this dark energy out of your life, what you can do is tap into the things that gives you emotional satisfaction. Emotions are water. Water washes away all the things that are accumulating, the dust and the soil that are accumulating on the corner. Basically, you can just sweep them away with the air, which is also new ideas and thoughts, and the waters, the emotions, the inspirations, the things that give you inspiration following the courses of those things. Okay, I see there are many legal papers. Some of you might be dealing with a legal situation. There is a person right here granting. I see like a king's energy who has long horns. Capricorn, you have the long horns as well as a goat. So you might carry this king's energy. Initially, I thought this can be someone who's granting you a higher position, maybe getting knighted by, like the queen actually does that. Now we have the king doing that, giving knightship. I think that's what it's called. But this can also be you giving something away. You maybe even handing something away. But the knightship, that when you give it away, it doesn't really lessen the status of the king or the queen. So this is something as a resource or maybe a connection you have. This can be a position. Maybe you're upgrading someone if you're in a higher position. And if you have people that you can promote, you're probably promoting a couple of them. This doesn't really affect you. I feel like this is actually going to get you more recognition and more respect. This can even be something that you know better than anyone, that you are an expert. And this doesn't have to be something extremely complicated. Today I was listening to an NLP book. I forgot the writer's name, but she was actually saying there, everything that we want to accomplish, we can actually look beyond it and see how it serves to others. And so even if you don't think that your story doesn't serve others, you can become a great example for some. And when they follow your pathway, they can create their own also resources and abundance as well, because there's always resources available for each person. Nobody is taking away from anyone. So I feel like here you might be even opening new pathways for others to walk on, and not only serving yourself, and this is benefiting you, it is also benefiting other people that are surrounding you. I see here there is an eye. This is a very clear eye, but we can only see one part of the eye. The other one is not visible there. It is on the paper, and there's a pathway opening right next to it. There is a person. I don't know if you guys can see, there's a male figure there. This male figure kind of looks aggressive, but he has this long round hat, which we see the Hierophant character actually wears that long round hat. That can be symbolizing an authority figure blocking a pathway for you, but there's a higher power here, a higher eye watching, and maybe even helping you out with this pathways opening for you. The pathway can be a goal that you have. It doesn't have to be always a travel opportunity. Maybe you have a specific goal in your mind, and that requires from one place, you need to go from one place to another. And this authority figure blocking the pathway doesn't have to be a literal human being. It can be representative of a government or an institution, or maybe a limiting belief in your mind that is blocking the pathway, because you're thinking, maybe if I walk the path, if I achieve that, I'm going to lose certain people, or I'm going to lose something else. That can be something that is blocking the pathway for you. However, I see this eye. Eye is can also be representative of your seeing eye. Look at the facts. Look at the final results rather than just looking at emotional side of the story. Look at the final results and what you're achieving. Are you really losing something when you move towards this desire, or you're gaining more? Are you being happy? And that happiness multiplies and becomes an attraction power for you. And it seems like here, when you do that, you're going to dive into a crowd right here, or maybe crowded thoughts. That kind of looks like something is actually like sprouting from the soil and trying to wrap around you. Back in the day, a couple years ago, there was a movie called Annihilation, and I think Natalie Portman was in that movie, and there was this alien structure, alien organism actually wrapping around the forest and changing format, very liquid, like it was a liquid thing. It was not exactly liquid, but taking forms of the other creatures and spreading. It was a really different organism. That was a really creative movie. If you haven't seen it, go check that out. I see something like that here in your mind. And eventually she finds a way to figure what that is. Not exactly what it is, but how to manipulate it. So the thing happens here is you are maybe being manipulated by this alien structure that is alien to you. It doesn't belong to you. It's not your thinking pattern. It's not your belief system. It's not something belongs to you. It is somebody else's belief. It is somebody else's thinking pattern. And you incorporate that into your life. And the more you try to get away from it, the more it wraps around you. This can even be a community, people, relationship, or a partnership. Maybe something that you want to get away from keeps wrapping around you the more you want to get away from. But I see here you're bringing the big guns right there. There's a massive dinosaur you're bringing in here. This is your inner core power, your strength, your ability to say no to the things that you don't want. Another thing here, this can be your legal knowledge or information you gathered along the way, or the powerful people who can negotiate for you, and maybe even the help that you will receive from the divine, from the material world in this sense. Okay, when you bring in that creature, then the thing starts escalating, but you are the one escalating it. You will have the control of this circumstance, the situation here. I know this is mid-monthly reading, and it sounds like to me some of you are really going through like a lifetime transformation right now, starting to say no to the things, to the people, situations that you do not want anymore. And the more you try to get away, the more you're feeling like they're wrapping around you. But it seems like here, this is the fourth week, the end of the fourth week. You're finding a way to get away from it. There are other outside pathways even opening that you don't have to be in that space anymore. This can be a relationship. This doesn't have to be specifically like a work environment that maybe you want to look for a new job. This can also happen. And they keep burying it with more work. This can be symbolizing that as well. But like I said, this beast here, maybe you getting into the beast mode and focusing on your desires and just clarifying what you truly want rather than focusing on what you don't want anymore, is actually going to open the pathway here. It's going to help you release that yourself out of that situation. And I even see here there's a full cup right here appearing. First, there's a bird flying. We have a seahorse right here. This can be representative of a masculine figure. King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, who's loving, supportive of you. And then this kind of looks like also a koala bear. Someone maybe soft, friendly, compact. They can maybe come up with the creative solutions for you. Another thing with this koala bear's energy, this looks like a cup, so it's an emotionally fulfilling offer coming forward. The offer might be connected to the seahorse as a message coming to you first. Or maybe the seahorse is the person who is being the referral for you or guiding you towards the direction of this new victorious moment. Okay. And I see that you're standing here with a cloak. You're wearing this, maybe even this massive coat of victory and wealth, abundance, like this kind of like I'm going to give the example of fur coat, but it doesn't have to be fur. It can be something looking luxurious. It's like in the classical sense. That reminds me of that royal, I think what they're wearing is not exactly fur, but this red cape, which has like this black and white fur going around. It can be something like luxurious like that. Okay. And in today's meditation, I was listening. It was actually suggesting that self-love is actually a multiplier and a great magnet. But if you would like to show yourself the self-love, and it says like, spend your days in luxury. And luxury doesn't mean expensive cars or opulous living. It can be something that is actually in that moment, something fulfills you, like a bubble bath or eating a piece of nice, good chocolate. That is like whatever is available to you at that moment. So I feel this energy is also surrounding you here, maybe even towards the end of the month. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. This kind of reminds me of a little bit shape right there. The light is shining on top. The Towers of Babylon. If you have read the book, The Richest Man in Babylon, you see like the Tower of Babylon on the cover of that book, and the sun is shining on the background. Babylon back in the day was the center of the world, basically trade center of the world. And the Tower of Babylon, one of the, I think that's like the great magnificent structures of the planet. So this is a good sign for you because it means that there's out there something that you can really, an environment that you can step into and maybe even go explore, that you will feel that luxury in there. Your energy field, as you can see, gradually expanding. So if you have been stagnant for a while now, seems like that stagnancy is actually going to, disappear. It is aligning with the third week. This crowd is appearing, is actually pushing you to try something new as well. This is the desire part we're looking at. It is coming initially slowly, but surely. It is coming forward lightly. Maybe you don't even have to overwork yourself to achieve this success here. And so maybe just being in the right place in the right time and aligning with your spirit is actually the goal here, which is easier than said and done, because alignment requires initially being in peace and being in joyful state. But it seems like when you achieve that, those things are going to really rush into your life in the best possible way. I see here there's a creature. This kind of looks like a duck's head. This duck is maybe flying too fast, but they open their wings. Or maybe someone who's actually becoming like a carpet, laying themselves in front of you. That symbolizes someone maternal, loving, supportive of your energy. So you might receive some help from someone who's really supportive of you. We have a person who is praying, looks like a frog right here. Frog can be your frog prince, maybe someone you helped in the past and turned into an amazing person. And now they are praying for you and trying to help you. I see this kind of reminds me couple things. The first thing looks like a water here, the fire right there, the tip of the fire. And this is actually forming a one piece, and water is the emotions and the fire is the passions that you're putting together. Another thing here is this kind of reminds me of like a yin yang. Yin yang is taking everything all together without separating, meaning taking the good and the bad without judging. Okay, if something negative happened, what am I learning from that? Just instead of saying all these bad things happen to me all the time attitude, instead of you going with that, just going with the attitude, what is this teaching me now and how can I fix this problem right away? And that actually leads you to the Tower of the Babylon. And that can be, there's a second desire coming forward as soon as I said that. So when you see the problem and see the solution behind it, you will be even maybe reaching somewhere that is going to have more wealth and abundance for you. Okay, I'm going to dive into your tarot now. If you have a specific question, it's good to focus on that one because we're going to look into the surrounding energies. This can be the general energies that are surrounding it this time, or this can also represent the energies surrounding your question. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups here. The Queen of Cups can be symbolizing someone who is a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. This person is someone loving and self-sacrificing, and they focus on other people's goodness more than theirs. This can also be your approach to the situations now. Maybe you want to make some things happening, but rather than focusing on your final outcome and desire and try to put the energy in there, your energy is mostly on the others, how to help them, which is a good thing. But if you're not feeling satisfied at the end of the day, maybe it's time to turn your gaze towards the things that you want to accomplish rather than helping other people to fulfill their dreams first, okay? And this can also be someone trying to help you. And another thing here, we're going to get the clarifiers to take the help. So this is the hidden aspect. Now we have the water, we have the fire. This is the King of Wands right here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This can be someone behind the whole thing here, a masculine figure. Maybe fueling you to do in a certain way, to be in a certain way. Maybe you're self-sacrificing because there is a person behind it that inspired you, encouraged you, or maybe even scared you. That's why you give to others first, okay? So this is about understanding the true intentions of your actions. And because sometimes we do it in an automatic way, and this is the hidden aspect. So maybe there is something you're not really seeing, how this fire energy is actually helping you or maybe blocking your pathway, okay? Like I said, we're going to get clarifiers that actually makes things more make sense. Your pressing assignment is, instead of focusing on the other people's energies and the things that you picked up along the way, start making plans of the future you want to experience. Because 2 of Wands energy is all about planning, because you are one step away. With the 3 of Wands is the step to the new adventure. So you are one step away from the new adventure. So focus on your planning, okay? And the hidden aspects, I feel like here, will reveal themselves. Even this is someone that you're dealing with at this moment and they have hidden agenda that will be revealed to you as well. This is your additional clarity. 4 of Wands, like it or not, or they can like it or not, the victory will be yours. You're completing a cycle. You're ending a time that is not really, maybe you're actually completing a journey, a race, or like maybe you were in a competition, completing the competition, coming up with a successful results. And I feel like here, if these people were even the blockage to you, they will be removed, okay? But no one is, I feel like, is a blockage to us. Sometimes the blockages are for us to actually go around it to find a better pathway for us, okay? So let's see the clarifiers here because there's too many people. Let's see what they mean. Okay. The Queen of Cups comes with the North Star. Queen of Cups is someone maybe who's actually representing and showing you the pathway of your true north. This can come in 2 senses. Like I mentioned, maybe you are over sacrificing yourself and sacrificing your true north in order to help people because you think that is going to be something beneficial for you, but you're a person as well. First, you need to find your true north, follow the pathway, do what you like, and then you will see that it's serving the humanity, like I mentioned before. That will eventually serve the humanity when you accomplish your purpose. So following your true north is the key. Then you can maybe even help others. Okay, what's the hidden aspects? Okay, this, we have the King of Wands here. Someone might be gambling over your position. Okay, maybe someone putting you at risk, or you are either being too gentle with the situation, whatever that you're accomplishing, or being too risky, because that's what the King of Wands is. He is actually spontaneous, and he is makes risky moves. So that's what's happening right there. Maybe you're making risky moves right here, and this is coming as the hidden aspect. Those risky moves might require you to be a little bit more cautious. You don't have to jump in everything with both feet. You can be cautious, you can follow your own North Star and still achieve success here. Okay, your assignment is, when you plan it out, you have a beautiful tower right here waiting for you, a castle, a tower, a protective space. So if even that is what you're planning, maybe you want to purchase a home, you want to have your own office, own company, or your own something that you're inside and you are the king and the queen, that you give the orders. Start planning those things out. And additional guidance is, the compass is, again, we have the North Star and showing to the north. You will find yourself in a place that you belong to. You will feel that belonging feeling when you get there. Okay, it's not going to be something that, oh, I wanted that, but I didn't know this is not what I wanted. You're going to be that, I wanted that, and this is exactly what I wanted. So basically, you're going to like the order, that when universe serves your order, you're going to enjoy that very much. See, we're going to look into your oracle now. First, we're going to look into what you need to know and what you need to do and what you need to release. I'm using here a different type of tarot. This is called Akashic Tarot. So it has a different meaning, a different set of cards. I'm going to take some help from the guidebook. We have a lightning bolt coming forward. Is this one card? Yeah. Okay, for what you need to know. Okay, there's some destruction happening here. I got this card before, that's why I know. And like I said, maybe destruction is actually a redirection for you to your highest good. This is what you need to know. You don't have to do anything about this. Okay, some things maybe not really aligning the way you want to be, or some people are leaving your life, and let them be, let them go, because this is happening for a good reason here. Okay, sometimes what happens is someone comes up and says like, oh, I don't want this because you did this to me. And sometimes you just look at it and, I didn't do anything wrong. I was just being who I am. And we try to fix it though. What we do is, okay, come back, I'll be the way you want me to be, and we compromise. This is basically suggesting that this is not time to compromise. Know that everything is happening for a reason, a good reason. If this is looking like a destruction here, no, it's not. It is actually going to be reconstruction and replanting, and something that is actually working for you, meant for you, is going to start growing out the soil. We have here, what you need to do is diversity with the 5 of Scrolls. I'm going to get some help for this book. Why is this? I'm trying to focus on this lady here. What is she doing? She has her scroll. She's looking at this beautiful. You see here, the rain actually stops. The clouds are parting, and there's a better environment forming. And the tower, she's in the tower. You are in the tower right here, that you are going to be protected. And finally, we have what you need to release is King of Scrolls. King of Scrolls is someone who has all the information in his hand. Maybe this is about letting go of what you think you know. Okay, that's why he is showing up. That's what you should be releasing. When we look at the 8 of Forces, again, let me just take a little peek. And 8 of Forces kind of reminds me of air, maybe swords, but this doesn't have like this is the last card. Okay, at first glance, the event may seem sudden or unexpected, but in the light that flashes, we see deep puddles of a storm that has been going on for some time. Yeah, this has been something that is happening for a while, maybe. You have probably been aware of the threat or difficulty at some level, even if you were unwilling to acknowledge it before. Now it's time to accept the situation and not fight what's so. There is a benefit coming, but it often takes an ending to bring forth a new beginning and a storm to cleanse the field. Wow, I love that for you. Let's see the Five of Scrolls. Scrolls is about knowledge, even though Swords is most of the time ideas and knowledge. This one here, I feel like Earth. But let's see. With this card, you'll find that it is time to diversify. There are many options for you to consider, and you should take a look at them all. Allow yourself to try new things, go to new places, learn new subjects, break out into different directions, and meet new people too. Don't worry about scattering your energy too thin. You are in a period of expansion, so use it. Let yourself go farther afield than you planned. In the end, you will diversify in ways that introduce you to a whole new you. I love this one. So keep your options open and offers. Consider all the offers coming your way. And let's see what the King of Scrolls has here. We're going to go with a reversal meaning because this is what you need to release right there. This can indicate separation from a man who can often be too analytical and tends towards overthinking. It may be the loss of a friend, a co-worker, or even a love relationship. Sometimes this indicates that a man of learning, communication, or teaching could be losing his position at this time. The person may also be experiencing a blockage in understanding. Receiving this card puts you on notice to think things through and gain the clarity needed to relieve the confusion. This is a good time to try to get a broader perspective on things. I feel like here this is connecting with this one as well. Know that everything is happening for a reason. And if somebody is releasing themselves out of your life and maybe they're not in a strong position, maybe this is a boss who's leaving and you're feeling sad for that because you were used to his structure. Seems like there's something good brewing for you there. Okay, release their energy. Do not fight for them to come back or maybe keep their position. You have the power to bring a more enlightened view to any situation when you take a step back and look at it anew. Okay, changing your perspective is important. Now we're going to get to your second oracle. I ask the best advice, guidance for my beautiful Capricorns now through unconditional love. Thank you. Let's see. We have the Celestite. We have an angel and a crystal for you. We have Archangel Uriel coming. And the Celestite as your crystal. Are you hearing messages from your angels? Have you noticed your life flows easily as if divine timing is working in your life? Peace is yours. You have a team of angels on your side, illuminating and orchestrating your life. They respond to your thoughts, wishes, and dreams according to the divine plan. Archangel Uriel here says, this is actually can be used as affirmations. I am at peace. Legions of angels are my personal entourage, helping me every day in every way. I am aligned with the divine plan. My ancestors direct me on my path. I am grateful for the knowledge they impart to me. I want to check to see what the Archangel Uriel also help us with. Illuminates and brings peace and connection with the ancestors. Okay, that's great. And let's see your affirmation for this time. We have a lot of affirmation here as well, but this is also a super attractor affirmation, which can help you to attract your desires faster. Let's see. Oh, I have angel wings here too. When I am connected to spirit, I feel a sense of certainty, magnitude, and ease that I have never known before. I love that. All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. Thank you for sharing this sacred space with me. If this reading touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and tap the bell so we can keep walking this journey together. Your energy means the world here. And until next time, take care of your beautiful soul. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.